Hello, I'm IBXToyCat, and welcome back everybody to Q&A Saturday. This is a weekly series I run on my channel where I answer your questions about a particular subject. In this case, we're going to be answering questions about the next big update for Minecraft Xbox and Minecraft PlayStation, which is currently called Title Update 24. So, Title Update 24's next big update, and I'm answering these questions from the comment sections of last week's video. If you want to ask any questions for next week's video, please do leave them down below, and that's where I pick them from. Anyway, please do like the video if you do like it. It helps out the channel a lot, and it lets me know that you liked it. But let's get straight into the first question, shall we? Which actually comes in from someone called Parkour Wolf. So, Parkour Wolf asks, do you think Title Update 23, well, I assume he's talking about TU24 right now, will receive any items from 1.9, the combat update, when it comes out? So, the answer to this question is right now, the combat update was just announced, and we only know a few of the features so far, which is press dirt, like a revamp at the end, and none of the features that we know so far from it really make too much sense to bring forward, ahead of time. Like, there's no, massive change to the enchanting system, like in 1.8 and stuff. So, to answer this question more simply, I think, no. I think, unless this update really does take months and months, which it really shouldn't, I think we're mostly going to be getting features from 1.7 and 1.8. So, that's to answer your question right there. Let's move on to the next one, which comes in from JManch3W Gaming, who asks, will there be different types of flowers in TU24? Yes, there will be. So this is one of the really cool changes that I thought was so dull when I was going to do my feature preview, which by the way was yesterday, but I was like, oh, flowers, yay, so exciting, favourite part of Minecraft. But in reality, the new flowers they're bringing in are actually quite exciting. So why are the flowers so exciting then? So basically, they have more than quintupled the number of flowers in the game. It's gone from 2 flowers to about just over 12 with the new update. And the really cool thing about it is that it gives you so many new ways to get dyes, because currently you can get red dye easily, you can get yellow dye easily, but if you want to get blue dye, you have to get lapis. If you want to get, grey dye, you have to go get squid, and there's a lot of new dyes that you can just get by having flowers and growing those flowers. So I think that's really useful. It means you can actually hunt out for dyes, and it means getting stained glass and stained clay is very easy. So there's stuff like the rose bush, there's tulips, there's lots of nice flowers that I covered yesterday, but yes, there is new flowers, and it's pretty exciting. So next question comes in from Max Atlantis, who asks, or who says, I guess I should say, they should add snow mobs like penguins. Also, winter-themed village. Yes, I think this is one of the things they really should add in at some point when we have console exclusives, because I guess the snow mob like a penguin might be pushing it, but the winter-themed village just makes so much sense, because right now, there's only NPC villages in 2 biomes. In the new update, they're doubling the biomes, but there's only 1 more place there's a village. I think just a winter, like an igloo village, so if everything's made out of ice, for instance, that'd be a really cool idea. And to be honest, I'd really like to see that. But we will have to see whether it comes out at some point, because it's the sort of thing that doesn't seem to be hinted on PC, and it makes a lot of sense, but I'm not sure if it's coming. So the next question is one that I wanted to get out of the way, because it comes in from Isaac Fontes, who, this is one I get every week on these Title Update 24 QnAs, who asks, why do people ask you about TU24 and you don't know anything about it except for estimating what features are coming? And this is one I kind of understand why someone would ask, because on the one hand you might think, oh, I'm just making this stuff up, Title Update 24, oh, it's gonna be the combat update mixed with the unicorn update. But no, the reason I make these videos is because a lot of people don't know about, they don't follow the updates that closely. They're not doing the same sort of thing as me, where, I know that the spacing between updates, now it's been 4 months, it's oh, that means the update's probably slightly bigger. Although I'm not entirely right, I'm not gonna tell you that I'm telling you these things 100%. I think that, it gives people an accurate guess as to what stuff is coming. So, if, for instance, on the 1.7, 1.8 features, a lot of people wouldn't know what's coming at all in the next update, or what 1.7 features even are. That's the sort of thing that I'd like to believe I help with, and I try to answer questions that I can give more useful responses to, because if you ask me something like, is the new enchanting system coming in the next update, then there's nothing I can say that you won't already know besides, I could say maybe, but I'm sure you already know that's true. I try to answer questions in a little bit more solid way than that, and that's, the reason I do this Q&A, just to kind of answer your question there. So let's move on to the next question, which is from Dean Parsons, who asks, do you ever answer YouTube comments? And the answer to this one is no, never, no. But yeah, I do answer YouTube comments. Just because I don't answer them in a Q&A format, it doesn't mean I don't answer them. Every other video, I answer a lot of my comments. It's difficult sometimes, but I still do it. So yeah, just I figured I'd get that one out of the way. Next one is from Ellie Dowling, who's, if you could add anything to the game from the PC to the next big update, or for the next big update, what would it be? And answer this question, Honestly, I think it'd probably be one of the 1.8 features, which is the Guardian and the Water Temple. So the Water Temple is a really cool, thing in survival, because it's like, it gives the ocean a purpose, because instead of being like, oh, look at this ocean that just takes up half my world, it then becomes, there's a really rare thing down there, and the Guardian is a really difficult mob to kill by itself, and then there's the Elder Guardian, which is an even more challenge. It gives you like a new challenge to do it. It's almost like another boss mob. I heard bots talking about it that way, and I think, like, all the things you can get there, like, there's loads of rare ores with it, there's the sponge, which can absorb water, there's lots of cool stuff there, and basically it's a really fun challenge. So I'd like to see the Guardian and the Guardian Temple, the Water Temple, in the next update. Whether or not it will be in the next big update, that's, something we've yet to see, but it's something I'd like to see. So, next question comes in from Mr. Moneybags MC, and he has a Monopoly very, very nicely done, who asks, if you programmed Minecraft, what would you add? Honestly, I made a video talking about all the things I'd love to see in Minecraft, but the big, if I could just add one feature, if they just, accidentally invited me in and then left their computers on guard and I, like, coded, assuming I could actually do that, it'd probably be something really cool, like, I'd like to see more mounts, I'd like to see more rare mobs, and more structures, to be honest, because the thing about Minecraft, to me, that makes it sometimes dull, is sometimes you know exactly what's happening. Like, when you're mining underground, you find a ravine, it's not that magical experience of like, oh, what is this? Like, I'd like to see lots of rare stuff that you don't have an amazing chance of finding, but that when you do find, it's like, whoa, this is cool, because I'm sure you almost had the experience when you first found abandoned mine shafts, where you're like, oh, this is weird, there's ores, there's poisonous spiders, and I'd like to see more things like that, because they add a little bit of, like, flavour and variety to the game. So I'd like to see lots of rare structures, and maybe a rare mob or two, because, rarity isn't always a good thing, but I'd like to see a camel, or like a unicorn, or I'm just gonna keep coming up with random mounts. I'd like to see a rideable dragon, stuff like that. But if I could add one feature, probably the more random features in the undergrowth and above ground, just to give you something more to explore. So, the next question comes in from Shelly Begum, who asks, if command blocks do come, will the console that you're playing Minecraft on be able to handle it? And to answer this question the way I think it's meant to be, I think the 360 and the PS3 could handle command blocks, because the only time that command blocks get really problematic is on PC. If you have like hundreds and hundreds of them, they could probably easily fix that by like limiting the number in a chunk, or like limiting the number that can run at one time. If not, that might be a 360/PS3 limiting thing. But on the Xbox One, PS4, they can definitely handle command blocks. And on the PS3, 360, you might just have to limit them, because, if you're moving blocks around constantly, you're spawning things constantly, I could see that starting to stress, the 60 FPS 720p thing. So, next question comes in from The Drift Case, who asks, QnA, will there be better texture packs? And honestly, at this point, I think the texture packs are going to have to slow down, because we have 12 texture packs, if you consider mashup packs. Maybe it's like 13, 14. There's a lot of texture packs, and I've got to imagine less and less people are buying them, because, there's only so many texture packs you need. So, I don't know what you consider to be a better texture pack. They were going to convert PC texture packs, but they decided not to. So, yeah, I don't know what to say about this. I guess it'd be nice to see better texture packs, but I don't think we're going to see too many, and that's for the best, really. They're going to focus resources and, mashup packs, and I would say skim packs are good. But yeah, mashup packs would be nice. I'd like to see more of those. So next question comes in from Patrick Cosmala, who asks, QnA, will the lucky blocks be on the console edition? PS, I didn't know to hashtag. So, basically, I've told the story a few times. So basically, they said that mods would be coming to the console. Then they kind of further reclarified by saying, we're going to release our own, kind of mods for the console. And I think that's the sort of thing that we'll see something Lucky Block like. Because Lucky Block is like this massive phenomenon on PC. And we're definitely going to be able to get Lucky Block, because there's definitely going to be rights issues. Maybe they're going to try and get them. But I think what's more likely than Lucky Block is if they make something like Random Block, or, some knockoff that's not a knockoff. Like, they'll do some improvements and hopefully make it better and not just a knockoff, but I think we'll see something like that, because you can see right now you can mod in your own technical Lucky Blocks, and it'd be cool to see something like that, happen with the mods. We'll have to see what the first, kind of mods they release are. Maybe that's what they're working on right now. But, yeah, we'll have to see when it does eventually come out, and it's going to be exciting to see that. So, more Lucky Block, I think, it's one of the obvious choices when it comes to mods that you can get on there, because it's not like Pixelmon where there's a billion copyright issues. It's just got one copyright issue, and you could always knock it off anyway. So, the next question comes in from the Undead Gamer, smiley face, who asks, hashtag QnA, will console ever have the ability to view what level they're on, aka, F3 on PC? So, if you don't know what this guy's talking about, when you press F3 on PC, it allows you to see your coordinates, X, Y, and Z, kind of like how we see it on a map right now. However, because we have maps, we see it that that way. In the earlier versions of Minecraft on the console, there was no way to find out, and that's why they added it. And I think the logic is you should have a map on you at all times, and it makes sense to see it there because then you can see your position relative to the world. So I think it makes sense on the map. I doubt they'll ever add a dedicated button to do it. Maybe there'll be like an option where if you're on moderator you can see that, or maybe if you press start you'll see it. But I really do think that the map solution is pretty good because everyone spawns with a map when they join a world. So yeah, that's what I think right there. Don't lose your map, maybe, is the only real advice I can give here. Because the cool thing about a map is you can actually hold it while you're in the game, whereas F3 you kind of cover the screen, and that sort of, that would never be like it is on the console. So yeah, that's the answer to your question, and that's the end of this week's Q&A. I hope you did enjoy it. Please do like it if you did, share it if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I do a Q&A every single week, and I think tomorrow people have been asking me like crazy for the past few months to do a Title Update 24 release date prediction. I think I might do that now, even if it does turn out to be a bug fix. I'm going to talk about the next big update and what I think's going on there, because, we're hitting the 4-month mark very soon, and still not very much. We'll have to see, of course. But yeah, I hope you did enjoy this video, like all the things I just said, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next one.